My name is Sarah and my daughter's name is Finley. I noticed within a day or two of breastfeeding Finley that there was more pain than I noticed with my son. My son is 3 years older and he was breastfed for 15 months and that was a smooth experience. I didn't have any problems with him. While breastfeeding Finley, there was a lot of pain. It got to the point where I had to clench my fists and hold on to something when I first latched her on. It usually eased up a little bit after a few seconds, but it was fairly painful. My nipple did start to look raw and was getting damaged by how she was nursing. I was very frustrated. I felt like I couldn't stick with it too much longer. I didn't want to give up on it. It was very frustrating in those first 8 days. Every time I latched her on, which of course in the beginning is every 2 hours, it was painful and I had to pause and talk myself into it for a minute. And I felt like I couldn't let this go on for much longer. I didn't want to give up on breastfeeding her, but it was a lot. To be honest, I wasn't too concerned about having the tongue tie procedure on Finley. I know that my niece had a good experience with it and that it wasn't a major surgery and I was in so much pain, I was anxious to have it done. I got the confirmation from the lactation consultant that Finley should have the tongue tie procedure, and we also had the consultation in the doctor's office by another pediatrician who agreed that Finley was tongue-tied. Finley had been able to nurse okay before the procedure, so that didn't change too much, but I was able to relax when nursing her since I didn't experience as much pain anymore. And then after that first week of still having some pain was gone, we were able to continue breastfeeding and it became a time when we were able to bond and enjoy that time together. Finley was down to the 2nd percentile before the procedure, and after the procedure she jumped up to the 50th percentile, so I think that she was able to get more milk and I was probably able to keep her latched on longer as well. I would like to think that I would have fought through it and figured out a way to continue breastfeeding even if we hadn't had the procedure done, but it was very painful, and every time that I latched her on, I thought, I don't know how much longer I can do this, and if the pain level would have kept up at that point, I don't think that I would have been able to continue doing it for as long as I wanted to. Finley's 16 months old now and I am still breastfeeding her. My initial plan was to breastfeed her for 18 months and I am expecting to wean her probably within the next couple of months. I feel really good that I have been able to breastfeed Finley this long. I feel very strongly about the health benefits of breastfeeding and also the bonding experience, and I am proud that I've been able to nurse her as long as I have. I would recommend, if you're thinking about this procedure, to try to reach out and talk to other moms or parents who have had children who have had the tongue tie procedure, possibly talk to a lactation consultant and see if you can get any references.